I know what you're thinking. How can this burly man in his 30s possibly give a movie about Disney princesses a chance? And I say to you, beyond this hard exterior is a softer side that few know about. And you're about to get in touch with that side right now. Kenneth Branagh, the director of such movies as Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, and Thor, God of Thunder, brings us Cinderella, the live-action tale of the classic Disney cartoon that we're all familiar with. Everybody knows the story. The question is, would this movie pull a Maleficent, pull a Snow White and the Huntsman, and totally go off base of what the story really is and try to make it darker and grittier for a new generation? And the answer is no. This story pretty much follows exactly what you got from the original cartoon. Cinderella had a rough beginning. Her parents pass away. She gets inherited by the evil stepmom, played by Cate Blanchett, and the wicked stepsisters. Some shit goes awry, and she pretty much ends up becoming their servant. And then from there, you know how things go. The fairy godmother comes into play, gives her a chance at the ball, etc., etc. And I commend this movie for sticking to the roots of the story. I have a big respect for things that stick to source material when the source material given is good. And this is a classic story that everybody falls in love with. My biggest problem with the film is the first act is boring as shit. I felt like taking a nap all the way throughout, and I understand that they're trying to build a backstory greater than they did in the cartoon because this is live action, but it just didn't move the story along at a pace that I felt worked for the film. Now, when the magic starts happening and when Helen Bonham Carter, Tim Burton's wife, she shows up as a fairy godmother, to me is when the movie started to pick up. Cate Blanchett's performance as the wicked stepmom I thought was pretty damn good. The chick that played Cinderella was good. The dude from Game of Thrones was good. Dr. Selvig's in this movie from Avengers. He does a pretty good job. So I really have no complaints with the acting. Is this wicked stepsisters kind of turned cartoony from time to time? Absolutely. But for the most part, they kind of provided a bit of a comedic performance that was welcome in the movie. Because for the most part, this movie follows a pretty strict tone. And it's real soft. There's really not a ton of grit in it. And I'm fine with that because in the original story, there really isn't either. So I think it does its job. I mean, is this aimed at my demographic? Absolutely not. Is it aimed at, women that are my age or older that fell in love with the cartoon and are getting to see this now in live action? Absolutely. And I think it works for that. Does it work for like little girls that are going to go see this movie? You bet your ass it does. I think that they have a tremendous marketing job as well for the glass slippers and the dress. Prediction here, that might take over the Elsa dress for this year. So for me, I'm going to give the film a 7.5. If it wasn't for the first act, it would have been a lot higher because even the end of the film put a smile on my face even though I knew exactly what was going to happen. When it happened and the way they pulled it off in the movie, I thought was fantastic, and it put a smile on my face. It really did. So let me know what you guys think below of the film. Please like the video, hit the subscribe button at the end, and as always, thank you for watching.